It's 1773. Catherine the Great has been at war with the Ottoman Empire for 5 years. Her armies are winning, fortresses are being captured, and territory is gained. But then disaster strikes. A man claiming to be her dead husband starts a massive rebellion inside of Russia. Towns burn, soldiers defect, and her empire shakes. Catherine suddenly faces 2 wars, one abroad and one at home. Her throne is at risk, but her armies are hundreds of miles away. And yet, for a full year, as rebellion spreads, she keeps her nerve. Instead of panicking, she holds her main armies in the south, completes her objectives, and in July 1774, she forces a peace treaty that ends the war on her terms. For the first time, she gains access to the Black Sea and the Mediterranean, solidifying Russia's status as a European superpower. And only then does she turn north to crush the rebellion, which she manages in good order. So, what can we learn from her? Well, firstly, in chaos, don't try to put out every fire at once. Focus on the one that matters the most. Fix it, and only then move on to the next problem. Despite facing many crises, Catherine didn't rush from one problem to another. She set clear priorities and she followed through. And in leadership, doing something quickly often feels right. But it is deliberate action in line with one's priorities that will result in the long-term gains. Catherine dreamed of a more modern, educated Russia. She admired Enlightenment thinkers like Voltaire and Diderot, but after her failed experiment with the nakaz, an effort to draft an entirely new legal code based on the cutting-edge philosophy of the day, she learned a crucial lesson. Her empire was large, very hierarchical, and too resistant to sudden change taken straight from the books. So instead of trying to transform everything at once, she turned to steady, deliberate, and practical reforms, improving what she could, step by step, without alienating her key supporters. So, she focused on reforming laws and the administration, making it more predictable and fair. She expanded education, including new schools for girls and an emphasis on teaching in Russian, strengthening national identity and pride. She invested in science and culture, opening institutes in St. Petersburg and Moscow like the Hermitage, turning the Winter Palace into a great cultural center and connecting Russia to Europe's intellectual life. So her progress was slow but deliberate, built step by step on what Russia could actually sustain. So what can we learn from this? It's important to know where you want to go, but to lead from where you are. Because real progress doesn't come from big promises overnight. It comes from steady, practical work. Start with what you have, improve what you can, adjust when needed, and keep going. And this is Catherine's strength, her consistency. She matched her vision to her reality, and she kept working on it, day after day, year after year. By 1796, Russia was larger, richer, and more developed. Catherine had not been a perfect ruler, but she provided stability, she was consistent, and she provided the calm but firm leadership that Russia needed. She showed that good leadership isn't about knowing everything, it's about knowing what's important, staying grounded in reality, and working towards that step by step. And that is how she became great, and why her story still has a lot to teach us today.